idea. I am not a tech. Hey guys,
Hi everyone, we are live
we are live today.
after 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, another 2 weeks. So it's quite early actually for some of our viewers. It's still 7:20 in the morning. Um,
U.S. time,
yeah,
Philippine time, 7:21 p.m. But Joe and I have a very special episode for today's live stream.
I think I should move this here. There
We
we go.
thought of like doing a random question and
Q and
answer.
A.
And we have this app where it generates random questions.
Yes.
And we're gonna give our answers to it.
Yeah, and hopefully we got enough audiences after. Oh, is this like live? I mean live, right? The traveling teacher.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, we are live.
Hello.
Oh, I'm so curious
This
about.
is live.
Yeah, this is live,
So let me start
live.
with the first question. Okay, first question. I have it in my phone. What's the story behind why you replaced the last phone you had? First of all, what was your first phone?
Why you replaced? No.
What was your
Okay,
first
my
phone?
very first phone was a Nokia 3310.
Mine was a Motorola. I forgot the model, but it was the pink one, not the flip flop. A flip, the flip,
Yeah.
not the flip.
Flip flop. Yeah, the flip
Just
flop
the
phone.
regular one, but it was pink and it was Motorola. That
Yeah.
was my first phone. Yay, nice. And the reason why did you, like what
No,
was
but
the
the
reason
question is why
why?
did you replace your last phone?
I know, but like
Because
I
if we're talking about
I want to
the.
know what your phone was, your first phone. What was your last
Oh,
phone?
could I ask a question? Yes,
Oh
please. We
yes.
would love that. The traveling teacher. I'm actually. We'll check on the.
Ah, here we are. Oh no, don't reload. I hope it's not gonna reload.
Please go ahead, guys. Ask us questions. Yeah,
Yeah,
but the reason why
I
I
mean,
replaced my last phone was because it was too lag.
yeah, mine was because it was an old phone,
Yeah, it's too old.
and I've always wanted to get an iPhone, but then it was just too expensive. And I think the time that I had an iPhone was when I had my first job, when I worked as a flight attendant.
Yeah,
We actually were able to buy our own phone with our own
yeah.
money. So I guess that was,
The first good phone I had
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Because usually I never had a Samsung S series or
yeah,
the top of the, you
yeah,
know, if I had a Samsung, it was the A series.
yeah.
It's like the
The chip,
mid-range
the
phone.
chip,
I wasn't
the
really
cheap
like.
ones. But like,
I think there was a cheaper version of the A series were mid phones, and there
oh, there's
was
the
the
E, like,
yeah E or something like
yeah,
that. Like they were very cheap
yeah,
and
yeah,
but it was just so lag.
yeah,
You can't play proper games with it,
yeah.
and at that
Pictures,
age,
the
yeah.
quality of the pictures were not
Oh
good.
yeah.
Okay, next question. Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm an introvert. No, I'm an extrovert, guys.
And I am an introvert. And
Yeah.
yes, we are the opposite. How does it work? We just make it work.
Yeah.
Joe knows my boundaries. And well, you don't, you kind of don't have boundaries. Cause so I'm just like, well, you try your best to, I don't know, you try.
Yeah.
Aviation too. Just curious how you guys overcome flight
Hi,
fright.
Chris. Chris
Hi,
Molina. Hi,
Chris.
po. Thank you for always watching our live,
You're
Chris.
back.
Yeah. Sorry about the live earlier, po. And oh wow, the traveling teacher.
So I'm passionate about aviation too. Just curious how you guys overcome flight fright. As much as I love airplanes and airports and everything, I felt anxious every time I fly.
Okay, that's a very very wonderful question actually
Yeah.
because yeah, you wanna start?
Yeah,
Ladies
well,
first.
um, I think I had a similar feeling, and I wouldn't say it's a fear, but a feeling of, um, when I had my first flight as a flight attendant, I used to always get sick, and every time the plane lands or takes off, I always I always puke and I always get dizzy and I always get like anxious and I get my anxiety. But I guess like I was able to overcome it because I just got used to it. Um, and I understand based on passengers that I've experienced before that not everyone is I mean most people are afraid of flying, and I've seen passengers who like when there's a small turbulence, they hold the seat or
Yeah,
sometimes
I mean
they
it is scary.
yeah, it is scary actually.
It
I
is
would be
scary.
honest, like when we experience turbulence, I do get scared. But I think you would explain this more
I mean,
properly.
like to be honest, okay. If you guys follow this, you know my story. I always wanted to be a captain. I love aviation, but if I were to be honest, I still have that a bit of anxiety whenever we fly.
Mm-hmm.
There's always that fear,
Mm.
and it's natural. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. It's not just you. It's not just me who are anxious every time they fly. But the way you can control that is by knowing that airplanes are the safest mode of transportation.
Yeah.
If you look at the rate of accidents, knock on wood, of course, but if you look at the rate of accidents compared to land vehicles and boats,
Boats.
they have the least
Safe.
accidents.
Yeah.
They are so high tech nowadays. You're pretty much in this capsule that will just take you from point A to point B the safest way, the quickest way. So, yeah, I think you can overcome that by one getting used to flying, of course. Um,
Yeah.
but second of all, it's okay to be anxious. It's
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
it's normal, and I think it's yeah, it's very normal, and what you're feeling is most people feel the same way as well. But I think I'm not sure what the reason is behind your fear, but probably it's because of the safety, I think, because there are different.
it's the
Yeah,
fact
it's the
that
fact
you're
that you're
39,000
third.
feet,
Yeah,
and in case
but
something goes wrong, you can't swim like a boat or
yeah, but the thought of that, I mean, there are some factors that can comfort that fear, like as you said,
super
knowing
safe.
knowing that that aircraft or that machine that you're in is totally safe.
Yeah,
Another thing is the pilots and the co-pilots are trained
yeah,
and are qualified to bring you to safety. And another one are the cabin crew, flight attendants.
yeah.
We have been through so much training, and our main goal is not service. I will tell you this, guys,
It's
it's not
safety.
serving you coffee or tea. Our main goal as flight attendants is your safety, to bring you from point A to point B in one piece with all the
Yeah,
safety measures that you need. So I think knowing that or having that knowledge is not, I wouldn't say is enough, but probably it's something
comforting.
that can comfort you and tell yourself that, oh, okay, I feel safe because I know that these people are trained
It's just
to,
that, yeah,
yeah,
worst comes to
are
worst.
trained to, you know make you feel safe.
Yeah,
And yeah, I think like fear of heights is another thing.
yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's easy to overcome, but if you're afraid of heights, then I would recommend not sitting beside the
The window.
window. Yeah, you could sit beside the aisle. And yeah, and you know what, as a flight attendant, we were trained that whenever there are safety or emergency problems or any small issues during flight, as much as possible we try our best to keep our face or our facial reactions very like neutral, because of course we don't want to scare passengers, and um, we try to make them as calm as possible just so that we can control the situation.
Yeah.
And we are in control of this situation and we will take control, but
Well, not. I mean, yeah, 90% of the
situations that
time.
we
But
can control.
of course, there's always the risk factor. But like, yeah, knowing that the aircraft is super safe compared to cars. You hop in a car every day, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So the risk is very slim. What are the odds of that happening? And you're correct, he does watch documentaries, which adds to anxiety. That's normal. It's like
Mm.
visiting a country and researching on the danger prior to researching on what's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm going to India. What's the crime rate? And then you start getting paranoid because, oh no. But then once you actually go there, you're like, what? This doesn't look like a dangerous place. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's kind of far out, but you know what I mean. It's the same for aircrafts. It's the same for anything. It's you'll overcome that. And I think if you look at air crash investigation, they make it very precise and
Yeah,
very
because it's a
extreme.
show. It's a show.
And not just that, it happens very rarely. So they have to like commit to draw in audiences, and airplane accidents is very slim. There's thousands and thousands of flights every single day.
Every single day.
And you get accidents like once or twice in a year. So just imagine the scale of safety there is to that.
Yeah.
Good
So,
morning, guys. Hi, Jamie.
hi,
Good morning.
Jamie.
Long
Good
time.
morning.
Long time. Yeah, there, Jamie. There is more risk being in a
Yeah.
car. Exactly.
Paul. Hello, guys. How's Dumaguete?
Hi,
Oh,
Paul.
Dumaguete is fine.
Still the same old
Still the
Dumaguete.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it has been raining the past few weeks, like 2 weeks straight. I would say
Yeah.
it was
Bad
raining, and
weather.
then now it's pretty hot. Like it's like summer all over again.
Yeah.
Very hot and humid.
So looking at the cabin crew's facial reaction, you could say what the situation is like. Yeah, especially if the cabin crew is a newbie, then you
Ah,
start
yeah,
like you
yeah,
can tell.
yeah,
And yeah, we try to handle the situation mostly. Most of the time when there's like it's just minor, but there's like vibration in the aircraft, for example, or whistling noise. Like guys, we are super trained for that, so we would know immediately, and then we contact. If the captain doesn't know, then we can inform them, and it's an immediate turn or whatever to assess to remove the danger out of that.
yeah.
So you don't have to worry
I
about
had
that.
this one experience wherein we it was just a local flight. I think it was Mindanao, if I can remember, and we took off and we were flying a 320, and I was at the rear.
The back
I was
end.
at the back.
Yeah.
So when we took off, like just I would say like 10 seconds after takeoff, there was this whistling
Oh
sound
yeah, that's
on the right door, aft door, or rear door. So me knowing that this is not normal, and I've never heard this whistling before when we took off in Manila. So I called the captain and I was like, I'm hearing this noise since we took off, and it doesn't sound normal, and it's getting louder and louder. So they did check on their end whatever they needed to check,
hmm
and then I got a call back, and the captain said that we're going back to
yeah.
we're gonna turn around and we're gonna land back to where we were. So yeah, there was actually an issue. Well, not like a major issue. It was like a minor issue, but it was something that I think the captain thought that, okay, you know what, this is something that we should look at. So I'm gonna turn around and
Yeah, because
check,
whistling
have it
sound,
checked. Yeah,
the whole aircraft is pressurized,
yeah.
and when there's whistling sound, it's imagine a kettle, guys, when it's
Mm,
boiling, and pressure has to come out, seep through a tiny hole,
yeah,
then it whistles, right? So imagine that in a bigger scale. So the danger is always there. I
yeah,
mean, it's not that dangerous, but if you
yeah,
leave that alone after like a few more thousand feet,
yeah.
that could be catastrophic.
Yeah. But
So
the situation, it was very calm. Like the
yeah,
passengers were not
they don't
scared.
know. I mean, they
They
don't
don't
have
know
to
what's
know.
going on. But
Yeah,
of course, eventually, you have to tell them what's going on, but in a very
calm manner.
professional
Yeah,
way, I guess, to like not cause any panic
yeah,
or
of course. Could you imagine you're the crew and you're like, guys, there's a
yeah.
whistling sound, and I don't know. I have to tell the captain, but please
We're gonna
relax.
go back.
Please relax.
Yeah.
They're gonna freak out. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, but things like that, I think you just have to. manage it in a very professional way, because you're not the only one in the aircraft. There are like 180 passengers
Yeah.
depending on what aircraft you're working in. But yeah, instead of, you got to think about those people first before you think about yourself. So yeah, I think that's important.
Ohana. Hi, family. What's up?
Hi, Brandon.
Hi, hi, hi. See you soon in CDO. Yes,
See
and
you. Yeah.
we've been in CDO a couple of times,
Just
but
the
just
airport.
the airport when we have flights
Just the
there.
airport.
But this
Yeah.
time we can't wait to actually explore CDO and
Yeah.
meet you guys. So we're really looking forward to that. Shout out for you guys, Val Santos Matubang, guys. Val
Hi.
actually has, I think, a few million subscribers. He
Oh,
has a
wow.
very amazing YouTube channel where he helps people, and
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So
From
Val,
where?
I'm not really certain. Probably somewhere in Luzon. Maybe you
From
can,
where are you, Val?
yeah. And it would be amazing if we can collab with him one of these days. We would love to help out the community as well.
Yeah.
So given the chance, please, I do watch the yeah aircraft investigation. You know what? We actually have a friend. His name is Aaron, and he really loves aviation, and he's out of his mind because when he's in the airport, he watches air crash investigation, and that excites him. He's just I
Like, he
don't know.
watches before he rides a
Before he
plane.
hops in the plane, and once he's in the plane, he's like so tense and excited, and like, why would you do that?
Yeah. Oh, mga Bisaya day. Yes,
Ay,
Bisaya.
nasakpan ka sa
We are Bisaya. What?
nasakpan ka sa part nga katong nag-explain ka din.
Ah,
Ang
yeah. Sometimes
big
it
up
just
you guys,
slips.
new sub here. Nyabu I'm correct me if I'm wrong.
Nyaboy. Nyaboy.
Nyabuy?
Hello. Thank you for
Yeah,
subscribing.
thank you so much. Is that Vietnamese by the way? Nyabuy.
Yeah, I think even if it's minor, it should be treated as major just to be safe and sure. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. It's that's very very true. Great to see you guys again.
Guys,
Always fun and inspiring to listen to your story. Hi,
hi,
Helena.
Helena.
So, Helena here, guys, is actually a future cabin crew.
Yes,
So, maybe she will have a lot of
very
stories to
a
share as well.
very good friend of
Yeah.
ours. I'm from Bicol.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah, cool.
So, we have two viewers from Bicol,
Yeah,
Chris and Val.
that's nice.
Yeah, Val, just keep what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. What am I saying? Um,
Yeah.
like Yeah, he has amazing content. So yeah,
Oh,
he has
wow.
1.3 million subscribers. That's incredible, Val.
Cool, cool, cool.
Incredible. And yeah, it's helping people.
Yeah.
So
So I'm in Vietnam, by the way. Oh, wow. Where in Vietnam?
yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
I miss
Hanoi.
Vietnamese food. I love Vietnamese food.
You know, sometimes
Like,
we actually make pho
yeah, we do make pho.
and eat
And
at the Vietnamese
yeah,
shop here, but it's not the
yeah.
same, you know. Spider-Man, just sub guys. I've seen Jared Hartman's interview on Van. Woo! How
Thank you
was
so
it?
much for subscribing. I tried my best to speak Tagalog.
Yeah,
I suck at Tagalog, guys. Like, I'm so sorry, but
she's being humble.
I
She
did
actually speaks Tagalog.
I did speak Tagalog when we were working, in Manila. I used to speak Tagalog because I worked in a local airline, so I have to learn how to speak Tagalog. But then after, during the pandemic, we came home, and then I have nobody here who speaks Tagalog. We speak Bisaya and English, so yeah, it was a difficult interview. Like, he spoke more Tagalog than I did.
Yeah,
That's why I told him at first, like, I'm scared because
it
you're
was
interviewing me.
right.
So yeah, but I wanted to tell him, like, can I just speak Bisaya?
You know, he can speak a bit of Bisaya. He's
Yeah.
learning
Yeah, that's
actually,
good. That's
so
good.
it's incredible.
Yeah, but
And
we met Jared actually because he reached out to us,
yeah,
and yeah, he interviewed Joe first, and then after me. So yeah, it's amazing to meet new people through YouTube, and it's so
Yeah,
nice to. I hope we get to meet Jared
in person
in
soon.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's trying his best to come here to the Philippines.
yeah.
So I hope, and we're hoping that he would be able to visit the
It's
Philippines
actually
soon.
incredible, guys, because there's like this community of other YouTubers that are actually more successful than us. In a way, they're just so far up there, and they actually reach out to us, and they make us feel like we're
Yeah.
welcomed, and we are so happy, guys. Plus, you guys here, there's actually this community forming already. Every time we post, they're always here, so we're
Yeah.
so happy. Thank you, guys. Wow. two 2 euros. Thank you so much, Gunner.
Pounds.
Pounds. Huh.
He doesn't.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
thank you
saying
so
2 pounds. Thank
much.
you. Keep them vlogs
Gunner
coming. Thank you.
808. Thank you. We appreciate you guys watching.
Jamie,
Jamie,
thank
yes.
you. Another.
I understand the emoji there. Coffee, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, coffee. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We love you. Thank you so much. Oh, traveling teacher is in Ho Chi Minh.
Oh wow. You know what? Very interesting thing from our Vietnam adventure. We went to Hanoi, by the way, and after we visited Vietnam, that was the time that I was so addicted with coriander or cilantro. That's the same, coriander and cilantro. It's because when we were in Hanoi, everywhere you go, they serve this basket with a lot of
Herbs,
herbs,
yeah.
and
It's a mix of
it's a
herbs.
mix of herbs. And I
Basil.
never liked coriander before. I just didn't like the smell. I didn't like
Yeah.
the taste. But after Vietnam, guys, I was like addicted, and I could
Guys,
eat it on every meal.
it's
Like
so weird.
I treat cilantro or coriander like lettuce.
She puts it in everything, guys.
I put it in
Literally
everything.
everything.
So I was like saying, you know what? Thanks Vietnam, because now I'm like
Uh,
eating
it's not.
healthy.
It's not just coriander, guys.
A lot of
Vietnam triggered
yeah.
her coffee addiction to
Oh
a
yeah.
whole new level. It was like she was like this addicted, and now she's like over the roof of coffee addiction.
Yeah.
And speaking of Ho Chi Minh, that was actually one of our itinerary. Hopefully that will happen soon,
Yeah.
maybe by next
Yeah,
year.
we would love to, because we've only been to Hanoi, and
Yeah,
we would love to see Ho Chi Minh as well. A lot of people say that it's way different,
completely different.
completely
Yeah,
different. In terms of food as well. So we want to try, we want to explore Ho Chi Minh as well. So probably soon.
yeah, and the plan is from Ho Chi Minh we're gonna go to Cambodia and then all the way back to Ho Chi Minh. So that's exciting. Hopefully we can do that soon.
Yeah.
Santa Ali, hi
Hi,
Ali.
Santa. How are
Hello.
you?
How are you? How are you? What destination have you guys been that you consider incredible,
Incredible.
interesting? Um,
Wow. You.
okay, we are gonna dissect this, but it's just that whenever we visit countries in particular, each of them has something unique to
Yeah.
offer that we can't really say, oh my god, that was the best country we've been to. Because to be honest, and I'm being like completely honest here, every single country that we've been to outside the Philippines, we absolutely love it. When we went to Germany and France, coming back home after a few years, we keep saying we want to go back there. We want to go back there. We want. When we went
Yeah.
to Hanoi, we keep saying we miss Hanoi. We want to go back there.
Yeah.
Recently, we went to Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur, and we can't stop talking about Malaysia.
Yeah.
So it's just that we went to Bohol. We went to like islands here in the Philippines, and it's the same feeling too. It's just. But I would
Yeah.
say what really, really stood out as a memory would have to be Hanoi and Kuala Lumpur.
Mm.
It was something really something else because I think with those two countries, we walked and walked and walked and
Mm.
walked.
Yeah,
Right?
we explored by foot.
We explored so much. So
Well, um, yeah, I mean, together we've been to how many countries? Like 4 or 5 countries.
Outside the Philippines,
outside
yeah.
together. But when we were working as flight attendants,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've been to a lot of countries. I've been to Japan, Korea. I've been to
Indonesia,
Indonesia,
Taiwan,
Taiwan,
Australia,
Singapore, and
China.
Beijing. So yeah, I actually can't choose. All are amazing. Like they have their own uniqueness
Yeah.
and specialty, which it's just amazing. And you always think like every time you're going back home, like, oh, I wish I could come back soon. It's always the same,
If traveling
same.
was free, guys, I think
We-
our dogs here and our parents wouldn't see us
yeah,
for a long time because
exactly.
we're just gonna be hopping from one country to another country.
Yeah.
I mean, understandably, and you guys would know, the most expensive part of traveling is actually not once you enter the country, but it's the airline tickets,
Yeah.
and they just cost a fortune. So
Yeah.
I think that's most of the time that's what's stopping us, aside from other reasons, like there's priorities we have to do. But we're working on that.
Mm.
Hopefully by next year, once we're more settled in
Yeah.
with our plans, then maybe Ho Chi Minh.
Avik Remula.
Hi,
Remulia.
Avik.
When did you start vlogging? Hello.
So this was last year actually. Um, yeah, last year the very first vlog that was by
Joe.
myself. Yeah, I was making some clips of the
Yeah.
best restaurants to eat
Yeah.
in Sikihor because I was actually very concerned of my voice and like I was camera shy.
Yeah.
Wasn't really into the idea, so I had just had to force myself to do it,
Yeah.
and finally after a few months we went to Apo Island
Mm-hmm.
last year. I know almost 2 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and I started vlogging, showing our faces without talking, and then it was just
Yeah.
and finally Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, Joe started vlogging and he did a lot of few vlogs.
Yeah,
But yeah, I wasn't interested and I just didn't want to be in a in a video, and I didn't want to talk because I was shy. And it was just recently when Joe started including me in his vlogs. Because if you watched our Vietnam Hanoi vlogs, I wasn't in the video that
yeah,
much. I was like videoing Joe, and every time Joe takes a video, I'm just behind him.
yeah.
And I think the reason is just like, I don't know, I was just really shy and it's just not my thing. And I remember the time, like we were always fighting because Joe would be videoing, like before we eat, he'd video the food, and I'm like, I'm staring at him, like I'm so hungry right now.
She doesn't understand the potential of vlogging. That's the
Yeah,
thing, guys. We had like that was our differences, but now I think
mm.
uh
Yeah.
like
When
Van is
I
adjusting.
yeah when I started like being part of the vlog, and a lot of you guys like commented, and
Yeah.
you enjoyed like my quirkiness and my weirdness, and that's just me, like that's really who I am. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed as well and I got used to it, so yeah, that's
There's actually we actually got bashed by a few people who commented, especially on our Iloilo, and probably that was Vietnam. Wherein like it was in Tagalog, but there was this girl who said, "Well, look at this boyfriend just having the time of his life, and poor girlfriend like behind the camera doing nothing." I was like, I feel horrible because first of all, that's
it's
I
not.
can't force Van.
Yeah.
But then I'm happy finally she decided to join in. I think it started with Malaysia.
Yeah.
Slowly in
Yeah, yeah, I
Malaysia.
remember. Yeah. And I remember like there was this one comment as well that said that I always I don't he was like, or he or she was like, I don't know why, but like she always has this grumpy
She's always
face.
mad and grumpy.
But it's just me, like I have bad eyesight, so every time like we walk, I always like
It's not just that, guys. She just when it's hot, she has that face.
yeah.
And I always when I'm holding the camera, I'm always telling her, "Can you not do that face? You look
Cuz
angry."
yeah, that's my face. It's who I am.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, if you didn't see our Vietnam and Malaysia vlog, you can watch it. There's actually a
Yeah.
part of that Malaysia vlog wherein we explored this forest, and I was just teasing Van, and that was actually a very fun day.
Yeah. I love cilantro also, so fresh. I know.
Wow, Jamie.
It just makes everything perfect. Like you put it
Coffee
I
and
have,
cilantro. You guys just
yeah, I know.
wow. You guys just click.
Yeah, we have this community as
Yeah,
well.
I think when we meet Jamie, you guys are just gonna be talking for hours, and I'm just gonna be there sipping tea. Like
Yeah. I became a goat here. I ate raw. I know. That's also what happened to
Vietnam,
us. Like we started loving fresh veggies, but unfortunately here in the Philippines, you don't get,
expensive,
it's expensive. And when you eat in a restaurant, you don't get that kind of, that full basket of
unlimited
fresh,
herbs.
unlimited herbs. I was like, I even asked Joe, like, where did he get this? And
It's just a big
probably like are they wasting money? Because like if you don't finish it, they just
yeah.
throw it. I'm like, oh no, that's a waste. Like, can we bring this home?
Because culture-wise, to us here in the Philippines, and I'm sure to some guys in the U.S. or in Europe,
Yeah,
herbs is actually quite
herbs
expensive.
are
Yeah,
expensive,
but
but
in Vietnam,
I
they
think
just
like they plant them and
I
like
mean,
grow.
agriculture is so big there.
Yeah.
We watched a television show, guys, and we kid you not, every single commercial was about pesticides,
Besides
agriculture,
organic
yeah,
stuff.
farming, and we were like, wow,
Hmm.
this is what we need in the Philippines. I wish there was like this here. That's disgusting, Gooner.
I, well, some people hate it because they say that it tastes like cockroach. The thing is, how did you know how cockroach tastes like?
I mean, I think it's by the smell,
Oh, so you
because
get a cockroach and you're like, mm.
when you eat food, the smell helps with the flavor,
Yeah,
right?
but you don't eat a cockroach.
Well, you wouldn't know.
And have a tour
Yeah, that would be
here.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be
Actually, soon
nice.
Ho Chi Minh would be amazing.
Da
Da Nang and
Nang
Nha
and
Trang.
Nha Trang are great. Beach cities, mega
Like,
affordable. Oh,
that's in
wow.
the middle of Vietnam, right? Da Nang, I
Oh, yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
And they have also a different food.
Yeah, different cuisine. Yeah, I think probably they're like more cheaper than Hanoi.
Oh, for sure. I've heard that Hanoi actually is the most expensive when it comes to food. I'm not
Oh,
so
really?
sure. It's just shocking because I would assume Ho Chi Minh is a bigger city
Yeah.
and it would be more pricey.
Uh,
But there was
that's the other
one
way.
Vietnamese who commented on our blog who said that it's overpriced and everything's expensive in Hanoi. It's like,
I think.
seriously?
Oh, wow.
I don't.
That's strange.
How about tea addiction?
I'm
Uh,
addicted to milk tea. I love tea, but with milk,
Teh tarik.
Tatarik,
Teh
yeah.
tarik.
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Tea.
milk tea fan, but when it's teh tarik,
Tea. Yeah.
forget about it. I'm just gonna have like one or two plastics.
Mm. With a
Uh,
lot of ice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Ali saw our
And those
adventure.
cute bags, like they put it in,
Yeah,
like so cute, and then they tie it in so you can hold it like that.
and they're doing that thing like
So cute. Yeah. Roses are red and
violets
violets
are
are blue. I'm
blue.
so happy to watch the book.
Oh
Wow, that's
wow,
so
oh,
cute.
that's
Thank you,
amazing. Thank you
Brandon.
so much. By the way,
Wow.
the sweet they're making in CDO, you saw the shorts, right? It's
Yeah.
incredible.
The sweet?
Yeah, the beach, Ohana Beach
Oh
sweet they're
yeah, oh yeah.
making.
Wow.
Yeah, those drone shots and those.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, that's
I mean,
nice.
we actually can't wait to see that in CDO soon. That's exciting.
Yeah.
How was your run? Who win? Yeah, I posted our throwback of the 10 kilometer when we joined
Yeah.
a few Sundays of that.
Yeah. I died.
Yeah,
I
it was fun.
we went our separate ways.
Yeah,
No, because I told Joe, and he's always concerned with me, and I told him like, you go on your own pace, like don't mind me, because you know that I cannot run 10 kilometers straight. I can only run probably like three, like straight run without stopping. And so Joe went on his own, and I was running the first 3 kilometers, and then I was walking again, and then I was running and walking, mostly walking. I would say like 60% walking and 40% running.
that's still pretty
But
good.
I finished it.
Yeah, you
I
finished it.
finished it, and my legs were so sore.
And to be honest, no, not much people can actually finish a 10
Oh,
kilometer. I
like
mean,
they just give up in the middle of
no,
the.
no, this, I think everyone who joins will
Yeah,
finish. But what I mean is like the entire population, like people
yeah,
who choose not to
yeah.
do fitness and
Yeah.
all. 10 kilometers is really far.
Yeah.
So
I remember like it was I was almost to the finish line and then I was walking but I was like I have to run. I'm gonna run. I don't
yeah,
want people to see that I'm walking passing by the finish
everyone's
line.
cheering, and there's
Yeah.
this dude with a microphone.
And I
I
was like,
imagine you're
okay,
like,
okay, like this is my last breath. Okay, I'm
just
gonna
force it. Adrenaline's gonna like save you for the meantime.
yeah.
You can faint in the car or on the way home. It doesn't matter.
So funny.
Yeah, but it was good, Ali. I had fun. We should.
Yeah.
I think
It's a
we're
good
gonna train again.
exercise as well.
Yeah,
Hello, Van and
Dave.
Joe. 4:50 a.m. here.
Wow, thanks for
Good
watching, Dave.
morning.
Early bird.
Yeah, I hope you're
Wow,
having some coffee right now.
4:50 in the morning. Wow, are you doing some fitness as well? Your
Your
conscience.
conscience.
There's a
I
gen.
love that
Yeah,
name.
there's a genetic component to cilantro. It determines if it is tasty to you or you just feel eating soap.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Wait, this okay, that will explain everything why some people hate it or so.
Yeah. Or probably that's like the reason why some people say like it tastes like cockroach because like
Yeah, it's not good to
cockroach
them.
probably has. I mean, they can't explain the flavor, so that's why they say cockroach.
I think where you're getting that from was from me.
Yeah.
Because that's how I describe cilantro anyways. I don't think anyone else said
Where
cockroach.
else do I get it?
No
A shout
more.
out. Yes,
Hi,
hello,
gal.
Nomar Lawas.
Oh, speaking of cilantro, so Nomar Lawas, guys, is my cousin, very good cousin of mine. He's a chef in the
Mm.
boat. He actually just came home recently. And I remember when he was training to be a chef, he hated cilantro. He hated coriander. So their instructor forced him to eat coriander until he loves coriander. And now he learned to accept. He actually is okay with coriander now.
Yeah, that's why. Same thing.
I
I
think Hanoi
think
is
Hanoi is.
expensive. That is so
Oh,
interesting because
probably because like there's more. Like there are tourists in Ho Chi Minh, I'm sure, but there's more in Hanoi, I think.
not
Because
really.
we were there were a lot of
Yeah,
foreigners.
but I would
A
say Ho
lot
Chi
of.
Minh has more tourists. I think that's the most visited area in Vietnam, if we're not mistaken. But it's just so bizarre because compared to the prices here in the Philippines, for example, to us Hanoi was actually like ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, it was cheap for
Like
us.
the food and everything. And
Mm,
knowing, especially I'm sure to foreigners who are earning dollars and euros and pounds, that would be like, very, very cheap. But
mm.
imagine Ho Chi Minh. Apparently it's even cheaper. So, wow.
The flights are not cheap.
Yeah, the flights are expensive. That's what's stopping us, I think.
Yeah.
Hi, Gao.
So, do you have like any suggestions, the traveling teacher, where like hotels,
Yeah, in Ho Chi Minh.
or like where to stay when we visit Ho Chi Minh? Because I think that's one of the issues. Like we're very not picky, but I would say that we would like to choose a good hotel to stay with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi. That's
Yeah, with
because
Wi-Fi.
when we were in Hanoi. So here's one interesting fact about Hanoi, by the way, guys. They have specific streets for specific things they sell.
Yeah.
So there's Flower Street, Toy Street, Metal Street,
Mm.
for example.
And that
So
street, it's called Flower Street because they sell flowers in that
yeah,
street.
it's all flowers.
Yeah.
And we stayed in Mayflower Hotel.
Yeah.
And yeah, the hotel was
Yeah, it
actually
was good.
it wasn't pricey. It was
Yeah.
comfy,
Mhm.
safe.
Yeah.
It was just the
The
Wi-Fi that
Wi-Fi.
was
Well,
bugging us.
they said that they had Wi-Fi, but when we were there, and Joe and I work online, so we need Wi-Fi, very essential. So I was like, okay, I was confident. Okay, there's Wi-Fi here, no problem. It did connect, but it was so slow.
Yeah,
So I was panicking, and I had to buy roaming.
which was pricey. By the way, that's our baby, guys. Tetarik, yes, Sarap. If you're in Manila, once you go to Quiapo to the Muslim district.
They
Have
have.
the best in the Philippines and Malaysian. We did not know that.
Oh, I
Thank you
didn't
so
know
much.
that. Where in Quiapo?
Yeah, we've been to
Like, is
Quiapo
it
a
near the
couple of times.
church?
Muslim area district. We
No,
haven't.
I've never heard of
The only
Muslim
Muslim
district.
district we know of is in Ermita.
Yeah. Oh
where they
yeah,
sell
yeah, yeah.
Arab food, and there's
Yeah.
like a mosque there and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I've never
yeah, we didn't
heard of
know.
that. A bit
Gooner.
cheaper than Ho Chi Minh. Da Nang is like a dollar store Miami,
Respectfully.
respectfully. Wow,
So
soon.
I suppose Gooner has been.
It excites me.
Have
Yeah.
you been around Vietnam or like in Asia particularly? Like what other countries have you been to? Caldridge Arts. We just met earlier. We were actually talking in Valencia. Thanks for the time, brother. Speaking of drones, any plans? Yes,
Oh, is
soon.
that
Can yeah. Did,
Mr. Vanja?
no,
Oh,
Caldridge are one of our super suki of takoyaki, and we met him and his mom in Robinsons, and we had a conversation.
oh, hi.
Yes,
How are you?
and he actually, guys, check out his YouTube channel. Um, Very nice content. He does a lot of art, 3D printing. We actually
Oh,
talked
wow.
about it earlier, yeah. And
Cool.
he's it's amazing.
What?
Speaking of drones, yeah. Any plans? Any plans soon? That's all we can say. It's
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Drones are like if you want a good quality drone, it's around 40K minimum, or like let's just say 30K. Imagine for 30K, bro, that's already a plane ticket back and forth plus budget to
Yeah.
travel somewhere. And I think at the moment we would rather prioritize on spending it on traveling to a new country or maybe here in the Philippines over like, just dishing it all on the drone. But of course, we would absolutely love a drone in the future that will enhance the vlog, more
Mm,
scenic shots. So why not?
cool. Yeah.
Would it be easy to be vegan in Duma? Haven't been there since 2015. I'm sure there's a few options by
Oh yeah,
now.
oh yeah, there are a lot of vegan cafes.
Yeah,
There is one that I know and I've tried as well. It's called Beyond
Beyond
Plants six
Plants.
two zero zero, and there are also a few vegan restaurants in Darwin. Um,
Mm.
yeah, just by the resorts, and there are
Yeah,
a lot of options too. So I think people here are becoming more like open
open
to
and yeah,
having vegan options, because there are also a lot of people here and foreigners as well who visit here who
yeah,
are vegans, and they're looking for options. So yeah, I think we're becoming more open to
yeah.
that.
Vegans, yeah.
Mm.
That's not a problem once you come here.
Mhm.
I ain't eating curry or most Mexican dishes if it ain't
Oh
got
yeah,
coriander.
yes, sir, yes, me too.
Yeah, but the problem with Van is it's not just curry or Mexican, it's every single
Every
dish. Like what? That doesn't go with that dish. What are
like
you doing?
yeah, like if there is no coriander, that is not Mexican. Like if you give me a wrap, like a chicken wrap, and there's no coriander, throw it away. Not just kidding. I'll eat
Lots
it, but it would be better with coriander.
Yeah, but you have to admit there are some dishes that doesn't go well.
I don't know. I've never tried, but so far so good.
What about peanut butter sandwich?
Well,
Peanut butter sandwich.
come on, that is not like a meal.
Yeah, but you can't seriously put coriander.
You're just trying to find like food na
Next thing I know, guys, she's gonna be putting coriander on her coffee, and that's it.
what?
It's too late. I think Vietnam's
Vietnam's
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is better
Yeah.
than
No,
well,
honestly,
yeah,
it's
probably.
every single Asian country except the Philippines. Philippines
Yeah,
has the worst
the worst.
Wi-Fi.
Wow.
It's overpriced for the amount of the service that you get,
Yeah.
plus a lot of interruptions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember when I went to Malaysia for Air Asia training, I was surprised at the speed of the Wi-Fi for like how much was that in ringgit? Like 10 ringgit or something. And it was just extremely fast. When we went to Thailand, it was ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
It's all over Asia except here, as far as we know. It's But good thing Starlink is here now.
Oh yeah, Starlink is
Quite
available already
pricey,
here.
but I think it's worth it.
Mm. Yeah.
Near Quiapo Church, other side of the big road, look
Look
for
for
Arab
Arab
Asia
Asia
Resto
Resto
Cafe.
Cafe. For example, then you end up there and near the Golden Mosque.
Okay, that's a great tip.
Ah,
Thank you
yeah. Next time when we visit Manila, we'll
for sure.
definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Cause like Quiapo is just one jeepney ride away from
15 minutes
yeah
because
where
we're
we
actually staying by Rojas Boulevard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know a guy that does drones. One of the issues of it is license and fly zones. Looking, oh yeah, yeah. That actually makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
the fly zones,
license,
that's
fly
real.
zones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. There's a lot. And actually,
yeah,
when we go to like establishments when we travel, have you
yeah.
noticed like no
No
drones
drones.
allowed?
Yeah. So I think it would be a waste like, if you get a
I
drone.
mean, not
I think
really, because when we're in the beach or
yeah, in
in
the
the waterfall
beach.
or in the
Yeah,
mountains or,
yeah,
or in the city, like imagine zooming out to this bustling city like in India or something like that, and you just see
yeah. But the
smoke and
license and the
people.
fly zone.
That's the thing. That's what actually Sunny had a
You
problem with.
gotta do your research first, I
Yeah.
guess, before you purchase
It's
one.
actually a great tip, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Green Chef is good now in too because of the hostel and tourists. I think. Yeah, that's right. The
Yeah.
Green Chef. I've heard of that as well, but I never tried to eat there.
Would
But
you say Arbor has a vegan option too?
oh yeah,
I think they
yeah.
adjust. Arbor actually is a good, in a way, it's like a fancy restaurant here, and I think they also have vegan.
Hmm? If you visit Ho Chi Minh, food and nightlife is good. There are hotels that I could recommend, cheaper ones, but awesome. You could also go on a trip to Dalat,
The Baguio
the
version
Baguio
of
version of
Vietnam.
it. Oh
Wow.
wow, we
Okay.
would love to. And if you have any like recommendations, please, please, we'd love to, save those up, and we'll take note of
Yeah, we'll
that.
take notes, and
Yeah,
maybe we can meet up as well in Vietnam for a coffee and
yeah.
tour around. That would be amazing. Yeah, that's actually very interesting because whenever we talked about Ho Chi Minh, we were actually before we went to Vietnam. I've been planning to go to Vietnam for 5 years now, and Vance up with the idea, and then we were talking about like where should we go? Where should we go?
Mm,
And I just had this idea like Hanoi is more, like ancient. It's the oldest city I think
mm,
in Southeast Asia.
mm.
And so we decided to do that because Ho Chi Minh looks like a bustling city like Metro Manila. But we didn't know there were so many options there. Like the more we hear from people, the more it's
Yeah, the
like,
more we want to
wow,
go there.
Ho Chi Minh is amazing, guys.
Yeah.
Hit like, you guys rock.
Thank you
Woo, let's
so
go,
much,
fam.
Renan. Apropos internet, do you contemplate about Starlink? Some have it now and are super happy with their
Yeah.
internet speed, even in the province. Yeah, we actually thought about that, but right now, probably not yet because
Once we move.
we're planning to move to a different country, I don't know, different place. So probably when we settle in,
Yeah.
we're gonna get Starlink. Hopefully, it's available there as well.
I'm sure it will be because yeah, it's no
Hopefully,
worries.
yeah. So
And
like, uh, really, like, there's no interruption. I can't believe
I
it.
mean, it's
Like,
direct. That's what they claim. I don't know
really?
much about Starlink, but that's what they say. It's incredible.
Yeah. Like, do
So
you guys really think that Starlink is like super like no interruption?
that's
Like
Elon Musk.
knowing
So
that we work online and
yeah,
internet is such an essential
it's
part of
vital.
vital for our work
Yeah,
and
and it's not
yeah.
just working online. It's this YouTube too. When we go live, when we upload videos,
Mm,
we need a lot
yeah.
of like upload speed and all of that. So internet is really vital for us,
Yeah.
guys.
So do you guys like if you
Yeah,
have Starlink, do you think like it's really like
worth it. Worth
on
the
the top? Is it
investment.
worth it? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
well,
quite
we
pricey.
wouldn't know. 'Cause we wouldn't know because like we never had Starlink or any kind of option that's direct to the satellite, and
Yeah,
it's always like a what you call it, like a tower. And whenever there's a storm, which the
interruptions.
Philippines
Yeah,
is very it's very common here to have storms. So when there is a
typhoons.
typhoon, the internet is affected. And if it's the same with Starlink, so it's like, okay, then it's the same. you
Yeah,
know
we'll see.
yeah.
Maybe. Well, we don't know much about it, anyways, for now, guys.
Hmm.
I guess Philippines is the Asia version of Mexico in terms of the food. I guess some Pinoy friends told me, you guys think
Uh,
so? Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
yeah, I would.
And a
I
lot
think
of
their currency is peso also, right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of Filipinos that are in America, for example, they sometimes they're mistaken for Mexicans, and it's vice versa for Mexicans. So sometimes they think they're Filipinos. So the culture is also very similar, very dominant with Christianity, Catholics. So there's really a lot of similarities with Mexico and the Philippines, and yeah, also Spanish. We were colonized by the Spaniards for 333 years, if I'm not mistaken. Or let's just round it off, 300 years. So there's really a big similarities. And that's a good way to see the Philippines, the Mexico of Asia. So does that make Mexico the Philippines of America, the Americas? Anahaw restaurant in Darwin is great vegan place. Good yoga too.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Speaking of
Anahaw.
yoga, Dave, I've actually been looking for a place that, offers good yoga because I have a lot of aches from working out,
Yeah,
and
Joe's wanting to try
yeah,
yoga.
yoga would really fix up things that even the chiropractor in Manila couldn't
Yeah.
fix. Like,
I've tried yoga once and that was the first time and the last time.
why?
I don't know.
It looks
It's
relaxing. And it's
no.
like your blood will flow
I had
better and
I
the
had
joints.
I had anxiety when I was doing yoga. I was scared.
We'll go for a motorcycle. Please, a motorcycle ride, a must try in Ho Chi Minh.
Oh.
Yes, please. We actually had a conversation with Van recently. That was when we were in Sikihor and we were like driving around with a scooter. And we said, you know what, next time we travel to, for example, Cambodia or Thailand or even Vietnam, why don't we rent a motorcycle and just head to the province area? Just
Would you know?
not literally get lost, but let's get lost, you know?
Let's get lost, but with a map.
Yeah, but not literally, because
With a
that would be
map.
scary. But I think in the proper city, I don't have the kukunas to drive. Knowing Vietnam's traffic, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
When we were in Hanoi, we were terrified, guys.
yeah,
Crossing the road and
yeah.
oh
But
my gosh.
I've seen like motorcycle tours in Klook, and I don't know. It sounds scary, but I would love to try. Like someone else drives.
Yeah, someone
You.
else, a local
Yeah.
drives. We're good.
As long as there's a helmet.
Oh, that's actually accurate. 333 years. Yeah, they had to make it 333, right?
We've been to Mexico 4 times
And
and
Philippines
Philippines
92.
19 times.
Philippines
Philippines
for
for
the
wow.
woohoo.
Yeah.
But would you agree that Mexico is, or the Philippines is the Mexico of Asia? Maybe, or like, is there any similarities based
Somehow.
on your experience? Have you seen that clip in Mexico? I think that was in Tijuana or some place where they make the tequila cocktail. And
Mm,
it was huge, and they just put in the Jose Cuervo and like lime and stuff. That looks so good.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you go to Vietnam, please do the Hagyang Loop Tour. Trust me and the millions who've done that. Hagyang Loop Tour.
Loop tour. Wow.
So how close is Hagyang to Ho Chi Minh? Because when we were in Hanoi, we actually did the Ninh Binh. We actually
Mm,
explored Ninh Binh. It
it
wasn't
was
that near.
beautiful.
It was like 90 kilometers, 100 kilometers.
It was beautiful.
Worth it.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Yeah,
Was terrified at first, but I became used to it for 5 years already. Driving is
I
crazy.
can't imagine. I
Wow.
can't imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
also like it you have to have the patience too, right? They were very patient actually.
We literally saw like this woman with
Yeah.
loaded carts on her motorbike speeding, and this guy, and they were like beep. They stopped, looked at each other, and just left. If
Yeah.
that was here, that would have been trouble,
Yeah.
guys.
People would go
Yeah,
down their
and
motorcycles
scream.
and fight, start punching.
They're very patient.
Very patient.
Very patient.
Especially with people crossing the streets. They're
Yeah,
also patient. Like you have to be brave to cross the street because if you're gonna stand there by the corner and wait,
nothing's gonna
nothing's gonna
happen.
happen. Like it's gonna probably take you forever to go to the other side. So you gotta just take that step and like
And it's crazy, guys. There's like this small alleyway, which is supposed to be for bicycles only, or like maximum a small motorbike. You see a car just honking behind you because it wants to overtake. I think what's going on?
Yeah.
I
Similar.
think every place where yoga retreats and lots of hostels, there will be a vegan option.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. That goes hand in hand, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yoga really, really, I'm itching for yoga. Hopefully, Ben Vita, hello. She's actually one of our great subscribers who's always active in
Oh wow.
commenting.
Thank you so
Hello,
much.
bonjour, Ben
Bonsoir.
Vita.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour. It's a
Bonjour. Oh,
yeah,
it's morning there. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Bonjour.
Lyon.
Similar, both beautiful, both nice. Yes. Yeah.
Both,
Exactly.
yeah,
They
unique
have
in
their
their own
own
way.
uniqueness.
Exactly.
Hagyang is north. Oh,
Oh, that's
Hagyang.
it's kind of far
Yeah.
too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If I know correctly, when Philippines were colonized, colony of
Spain,
Spain, they were actually instead administered by Vice
Vice
Kingdom of
Kingdom.
Mexico. So no wonder ancestry maybe also be either Mexican or Spanish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more or
a
less. Yeah,
mixture. A mixture.
probably.
And I drive here, by the way.
That's just insane.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. Like, much respect to driving in Vietnam. Is Vietnam the motor capital of the world?
I thought it was.
Can you
I
check it
thought it was
there?
India.
The motorcycle capital? I think it was Ho Chi Minh. Joe will have a coffee in Vietnam, correct?
Yes. Yes.
They
Yes.
they've actually I had a lot of coconut coffee
Yeah.
in Vietnam. And when we go back to Vietnam, when we have the chance, yes, absolutely. I'm not saying no to great coconut
Yeah.
coffee.
Well, we just this afternoon we had a walk, and I mentioned this that I passed by a small coffee shop along the road. So I went there and I bought myself a latte with oatmeal, and I was like, "Oh, this is so nice. It's iced." And I told Joe, "Taste my coffee." He did have a small sip, and his reaction was like,
It was so
it
bitter.
was so, he said it was so bitter. I was like, nope, this is not the right time yet. I need more. I need a strategy.
I'm telling
Like,
you.
do we always have to go to Vietnam for you to drink
I mean, if
coffee?
we can order Vietnamese coffee from like online and then whatever coconut cream they used, then I'm up for it. It was really really good. Really really
I
really
think
good.
you'd put more coconut cream to just like hide the
No,
taste of
I actually
coffee.
like that perfect blend. And I think what made me enjoy it even more was because
We
that
were
was
in
the
Vietnam.
perfect temperature in Hanoi, wherein it was around 22, 23 degrees in the morning, plus having iced coffee. So it just made me feel so refreshed
Yeah.
walking around. It was incredible. It's essentially week-long tour exploring the Chinese bordering cities starting from Hanoi. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that would actually we saw a foreigner as well. He's doing vlogs. I can't remember what his the name was, but he toured from Hanoi all the way with a motorbike, and it took him, I think, a month or over a month. And what he did was every time he stopped by like a province area, and he dined in with the families, and then continued his travel. So everywhere in Vietnam with
That's
a
nice.
motorbike. Yeah, it's impressive. Really, really impressive. I couldn't find your FB page, guys. Yeah, actually, our FB page, we're not so active in it. We should be to promote more, but it's our old name. It's called Rome with Joe. So that's the name before we changed it to Van and Joe's Life Adventures.
Yeah.
Again, this is because I was always the one in front of the camera before, but thankfully now Van's up for it. So now it's our adventure, guys, and we're happy that you're actually enjoying. Yeah. So that's Rome with Joe. That's our FB page.
Good night, Van and Joe. Getting
Getting
off
off
soon
soon
at
at
6
6 a.m.
a.m. after
after.
12-hour shift at the hospital. Have fun, travel the world. Let's go. Oh, thank you,
Thank
Brandon.
you
Take
so
care
much.
and have some good rest.
Yeah, you deserve it. You guys deserve it. And see you soon in
Yeah, a
CDO.
few more months.
Yeah. Can't wait to catch up. Can't wait to see you guys. And thank you so much for always commenting in all our posts and all our videos. We truly appreciate it. And you guys take care.
Yeah. What's your biggest traveling nightmare?
It was
um,
Paris.
yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was more of Joe's nightmare, but it also kind of
It
became
affected
it
you,
affected
sure.
me as well, but I can't imagine what Joe felt. I think he
Yeah,
handled it very, very patiently.
yeah.
But I think if I was the one who lost my passport, I would freak out and I would probably faint and I would probably I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, the reason
The
why I was
world
so
would
calm,
end.
guys, is
He was so
because
calm.
I always have this mindset that it already happened, and if you freak out so much, what is there to gain? We're in this foreign. I mean, I'm half French, but
Yeah.
it's still a foreign country.
Hmm.
I grew up here, and especially Paris. I know nothing about Paris because we're from the south, so that was a very foreign place. And to everyone new here who does not know my story of what happened when we traveled to France, so both my Filipino and French passport were stolen a day before we had our flight going to the south and then to Germany.
It was
So
stolen at our hotel
hotel,
room.
it was my fault for leaving it there. A lesson that I learned the hard way.
Well, the thing is, I left my passport there as well, but I hid it in my luggage. Joe,
Yeah, I just thought no, actually this is what happened. I had a sling bag, a small mini pack with my passport, my watch, my license and everything. And I hated that feeling. Like it was bulky and we were going to the Eiffel Tower and stuff and I was young, a bit naive, like, oh, it doesn't look nice. I want to look nice in the photos. So I sprinted back to the hotel room, tossed my bag on the bed, locked it. That was it. And when we got home by 11 p.m., we didn't think of anything. We just crashed down. We were so tired. Woke up at 4 or 3 in the morning, and I started freaking out because, oh no, where's my passport? To cut the long story short, we spent another whole day, well, I did, boarded the train all the way to the other side of Paris, which was like an hour and a half long train ride
to the
to to
embassy.
the to the Philippine embassy to issue me a paper saying that I have this one way pass to go home to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And going back, I had no more pocket money because it was in that pouch, so it was all stolen. Um, we took the last train all the way to the south on that same day, like probably at 9 in the evening. And then yeah, it was just a chaos, guys. But it actually made our trip more memorable because it was so impactful. I learned a lot from that. But yeah, that was a nightmare for sure. I just didn't handle it the way like some people might like. Oh no, this is insane. I was calm because also low key. I was also like, okay, my cousins, my aunt were in France. I think if that happened somewhere in Brazil or in India, I would freak
Oh
out.
my god.
I would really freak
Yeah.
out. Gooner, where did you guys go to elementary and high school? I'm a St. Paul boy. Wow,
Ah,
St. Paul's. Yeah. Where did you go?
I went to Holy Cross High School.
What about elementary?
Elementary, Montessori and Holy Cross.
Yeah. And as for me, I spent most of my elementary in Don Bosco and then transferred to Montessori, graduated there, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So elementary to high school was Don Bosco, except for transferring to Montessori.
Vietnam rules are smart. Every driver knows pedestrians will cross the street without stopping in one exact pace. They calculated this, and everything flows smooth. The tourists run the flow. Wow, yeah, that's great though. That that these drivers there are
Yeah,
smooth.
they're so used to it, I
Yeah, they're
guess.
used to
That's
it,
how it
and
works.
it's nice. That's a good thing.
And it's kind of like how the system of driving in Dumaguete works as well. We don't have any traffic lights, yeah.
Stoplights or yeah,
So what happens is we just like eye to eye,
communicate.
yeah, and you just know like okay, he's about to cross, I'm gonna slow down,
Yeah,
or nah, he's gonna stop because he sees me, I'm just gonna
yeah,
speed up. So that's how it works.
yeah.
Happy
Happy
weekend,
weekend,
beautiful
beautiful
Nani
couple. Thank you.
vacations. Thank you so
Hope you
much.
had a great weekend too. We always used to beat you guys in those inter-school sports things. Forgot what it's called.
Why is it Holy
Yeah.
Cross? Because Don Bosco is really big with sports, and we're actually most of the time champions in basketball.
I actually forgot. It's not
Well,
intrams.
basketball, yeah.
Intramurals is like just. Is that it? No.
We
Inter-schools.
suck at football, though.
Yeah,
Is he
we
talking about football? Because I
we
remember
suck at
facing.
football too.
Yeah, I remember I was part of the Don Bosco team, grade six football, and St. Paul's just wrecked us horribly. So, Inter-
Thanks for the chat, Joe and Van. Have to go now to pick someone up. All the best.
all right,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much. We
much.
had fun. And thank you for your question.
Yeah, don't forget to check out his
Yeah,
YouTube channel, guys, The
the
Traveling
traveling teacher.
Teacher.
Thank you so
Thank you for all the
much.
advice. Don't
Take
forget to
care.
shoot us a message. Wow, thank you guys. Yeah, so this is just a quick guys, a live stream. We just wanted to catch up with everyone here because feels like we owe them actually
Yeah, we want to
time.
let you guys know that I'm still alive.
Yeah, like what's going on? Um, we actually have like some major plans. I don't feel like they calculate so much, and if there is a Ceres
Serious
bus,
bus.
hide behind some tree or what.
Yeah, wait. Excluding the Sarah's bus.
Yeah, we.
If there's a Sarah's bus, like take like 10 steps behind.
What about those big pickup trucks
Or
that just don't
like
care?
just take 10 steps behind and wait for the Sarah's or
Oh
the
my god.
truck to pass by.
Ceres bus is a
And then
threat. Like when you see
a
a yellow
threat,
bus coming,
a
you're like,
road threat, even if it's like far away,
yeah.
like just wait for it to pass
You're not even
by.
safe on the sidewalk, guys. When you're on the sidewalk standing and you see a bus
That's
speeding
why I
up,
said like
move.
take 10 steps back
Just
or
move.
20.
Yeah. Or you're driving your motorbike and this guy just honks behind you, this bus, and you're like, what?
I might be.
Around your age range. But we
Just,
always had beef with Citadine.
I
What
just
kind of beef you talking about,
I
Gunner?
can't I can't I can't
No,
get
that's
over
fine.
the Sarah's bus. I'm just
Yeah. Yeah, there's always beef.
Ah,
That's true. But you know, Gunner, we also had beef with Citadini, us in Don Bosco. We hated the Citadinians.
really.
I remember,
You guys are just like beside each
yeah,
other.
and it's the same way. I think that's just a thing with schools.
Yeah.
I think that's just a thing with school. Yeah, beef. What sports were was St. Paul's good at, by the way?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think their cheer dance was good too.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
they're famous for cheer dancing.
Which
Yeah,
is the most and least safest country you've been to? Most.
great question. Yeah, the most safest and the least safest. Most safest country we've been to.
I say Japan.
I mean, yeah, internationally,
Safest.
that's
Yeah.
recognized as
Yeah.
very safe.
Least
Um,
safe.
I would say Munich too in Germany.
Yeah.
We
Oh yeah.
literally don't lock I think it's not generally the city, but we lived in this area wherein it was a good neighborhood, and
Mm.
yeah, we didn't lock the doors. The windows were open when we slept at night. You can't do that here in the
Yeah.
Philippines. You're just asking to get robbed
Yeah.
here if you do that. But the least,
Least safest.
Paris.
No, I think it's just because of
I
like
was
what
robbed,
happened to
yeah.
you.
No, okay. Least
But the
safest,
least
but
safest,
in what term? Aside from getting robbed, is it like dangerous? Like, oh,
like walking the streets,
you might get
probably.
mugged? Because if we're talking about that, I think the most dangerous area I've been to was in Manila, in near Quiapo. What was that place there?
Don't what?
Near Divisoria, that area
Yeah,
there. Yeah, I think
yeah,
that wasn't so safe
yeah.
roaming around that
Recto?
area. Yeah,
Oh
Recto.
yeah.
It was definitely the most
Mm.
unsafe area because when we were in Kuala Lumpur, it was very safe.
Yeah, we weren't afraid to walk
No,
around.
even at night.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and other parts here in the Philippines, like Iloilo, it was
Yeah.
no threat at all.
Hmm.
But would you say, Dean, that there are dangerous parts of like Malaysia that you would say it's unsafe to be walking around?
Yeah.
We were good at chismis and sinning. St. Paul's does have a reputation for sinning.
Yeah. I'd love to
Very, Gunner, wild, no? Low-key wild. Mga St. Paul's.
I'd love to collab with you guys when I visit there again. I'm using my burner account here.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. What's you? Okay, let's check. What type of content do you do, Gunner? That'd be amazing.
Well, no, you're not wrong. Paris and Rome are worse than in cities, most countries. Rome. Oh, we've never been to Rome, but really? Wow.
Remember, Stefan said he kicked those kids trying
Oh yeah.
to mug him and stuff.
Yeah. Like
And when we watch
mm,
Harald Balder,
yeah.
he had a fist fight with those two guys in Rome.
Oh yeah. I think it's
It's
because like they're just wild.
yeah, there's so many thieves. It's
Yeah.
like professional thieves and scammers
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. Yeah, Malaysia is quite
Quite
safe
safe
for
for travelers.
travels.
Yeah. Yeah. And also in Hanoi, like we felt very safe like walking in the streets, even at night.
Yeah,
Yeah, we felt safe walking. Thailand as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Thailand, Bangkok was
Thailand.
pretty safe, but I'm guessing, yeah, it's again we haven't been to so much countries in particular that most people would say, it's a stereotype dangerous area, like some places in India, for example. But I've heard from other people as well that no, this is a very safe area. What are you?
Mm.
And it's kind of like the vibes of the Philippines. There are some foreigners, like my previous boss who lives in Seattle. He's terrified of coming here because when you search in the internet, it actually has I'm not sure if it has the highest murder rate or one of the highest. But when you actually come here, you're just like, this is not what I see in the
Yeah.
news and stuff. It's actually pretty amazing. Mindanao is safest. Bang Bang Totski. Yo, here's a funny fact, Bang Bang. We have yet to explore Mindanao.
Yeah, I've only been to Davao, explored Davao, but and the Pitan, but other places in Mindanao I've never been
To
to.
think Mindanao is so big and
Yeah.
it's just neighboring from us. Like we could
Yeah.
literally see the Pitan from here.
Yeah.
And we never did. Wow, I do documentaries and photo projects globally.
Oh
I like you
wow,
so
that's
much.
nice. I'll link you somewhere else. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Please. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, it's so much fun catching up with you guys. Thank you. And actually, it's
Yeah.
been a while since we went live, and there's so many people
Yeah.
commenting,
Like, thank you so
new
much.
subscribers. We appreciate it, guys. By the way, we won't um, be doing this live for too long. We still have we actually are about to watch a movie with Van.
Yeah.
What was the movie we watched last night, by the way?
No hard feelings.
Yeah, No Hard Feelings. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's actually, yeah, it was a good movie.
It's a
Pretty
good movie.
funny.
Yeah.
Some scenes were cringe and awkward. You're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a good movie. And just a few days ago, all three Hangover movies, we
Yeah.
watched it as well.
The
Very funny.
Hangover. I'm I'm on
I'm in Seattle
Seattle
now.
now.
Enjoy the movie.
Oh
Ah,
wow.
Dave, enjoy
Take
Seattle.
care.
Enjoy, is it salmon or some fish there? The original
Seafood.
Starbucks, yeah,
Yeah.
seafood and all of that. Yeah. Well, yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Gunnar, don't forget to hit us up, man. We would love to see your documentaries and all your projects. Thank you, each and everyone, for watching our live. We truly appreciate. And to everyone who has donated to us in this live, wow,
Thank you so
much love to you guys.
much.
That will truly help us buy coffee. We'll actually post that in the community soon, guys. We're gonna buy some kombucha and coffee, post it, and just give you guys a shout out. Best way to contact you, defo gonna do if we linked up. Um, best way. Would you say Instagram
Yeah.
or our Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can check out our Facebook page, Gunner. It's Rome with Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, so Rome with Joe. Let me just type it in here. This is our old YouTube name. We have yet to change it since we're not so active. But you can shoot up a message here, Rome with
Facebook.
Joe, or through our Instagram as well, which is also Rome with Joe. If I'm not mistaken, it's still Rome with Joe. Yeah, that's the best way, and then we can communicate there.
Yeah.
And to everyone, thank you
Thank
again. Thank you for
you.
the donations.
And
Thank
take
you.
care as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Good morning, good noon, and good
Goodbye.
night. Dagang wakwak dia. Yes.
Daghan kaayo.
Actually, sometimes at night, matulog and mamukaw ra ko ni Van because na yung mga, kwi, kwi. Dagan jud. It's very common here in the Philippines. Pero yeah. Sige guys, thank you. Much love to you guys. We will try our best to go live within this week, if not by the weekend, to update you. And please don't forget to watch our latest video, by the way, guys. It's our love story part one with Van.
How we met.
Yeah, how we met. So hopefully you can watch that, support us, help our channel grow, share to your friends, more subscribers. Thank you guys. It's been overwhelming. We love you all. Good night.
Bye.